Hello everybody and welcome back to Games for Dads and another super cool Cards, the Universe and Everything video. This is a once upon a time story. Well, actually it's a once upon a time deck built around this super cool new card, Hans Christian Andersen. I'm sure you've all heard of that fella before, wrote some really good stories. And he is the card that we've been waiting for a long time that's actually going to make that once upon a time deck actually playable. So let's have a look, see what we've managed to put together. Big shout out goes to Preddy in Discord for the trades that he's done to help me get this deck together, because I had quite a few of these cards missing, believe it or not, including Rapunzel. I didn't have Rapunzel, but there's Rapunzel, first card in the deck. On the play, if your deck contains a card from every album, your cards in hand gain plus 30 this turn. 7 for 71, absolutely super, and that is from the Once Upon a Time album as well. So Rapunzel had to go in this deck, as did the Snow Queen, another cool card. On the play, if it's the last turn of a round, gain plus 10 power permanently and give your opponent minus 10 power permanently. So pretty useful. Make sure you do play that on the third turn of each round, otherwise it's absolutely useless card. And then, like I said, I struggled to put this together, so it's a bit of a weird order. I swapped out a Once Upon a Time card and put in the Ark of the Covenant. I've done that because we need a little bit of power, 2 for 22, not bad, and that's going to give a random card in your hand plus 70 until played. When I was building this deck, I did find a few problems, mainly around power and energy. So kind of a weird deck. So I've tried to keep it as much Once Upon a Time as possible, but it's not really possible to do a whole deck on that album. Anyhow, Snow White is the next one, limited legendary card. Again, thank you Preddy for giving me a trade on this one. On the play, if your deck has 2 or more Curious Cuisine cards and 2 or more Venomous Creatures cards, your opponent's cards in hand lose minus 28 until played. Pretty useful card this. The only thing I don't like about it, it forces you to play non-arts and cultures card. But never mind, I've managed to do the deck, and there is Snow White. Does work really well as well. That card is a nice card. Next card up is... there we go, The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Do check out that video we did a couple of days ago, actually. Absolutely awesome card. Another Once Upon a Time card. What does it do? If you don't know this card, on the play, if you've played The Boy That Cried Wolf this game, this card costs plus 50 permanently, and your opponent loses minus 100 this turn. So really useful. The deck that I built around that one is absolutely amazing. So like I said, do check out that video. But he also fits in this Once Upon a Time deck. And I've got Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. I love that picture. It's so cool on that card. What does it do? On the play, your opponent's cards in hand lose minus 8 this turn, and this card gains plus 40. 6 for 60. Just the legendary card, so not too difficult to get. And then here we go. So the star of our deck, Hans Christian Andersen. On the draw, for every Once Upon a Time card you have played this game, so not in your hand, you have played this game up to a maximum of 10, this card gains plus 80 permanently. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how high we can get Hans Christian Andersen up. I reckon we can get him up to nearly 200 points, maybe 200 points if we're lucky. Anyhow, let's see. Next card up is... bit of a gamble, this one. 22 for 100. It's Caviar, and I was really struggling to find another good Curious Cuisine card that actually works with what we've got. But for every card you have played this game, this card costs minus 2 until played. So fingers crossed it doesn't come out really early. And if it's round 1, turn 1, this card loses 100 and costs minus 22 until played. Well, if it comes out right at the very beginning, then it's not the end of the world, actually, because it just resets the next time it comes out. So that's Caviar, one of our 2 Curious Cuisine cards that we put in. And then we've got the Juniper Tree, another cool card from the Once Upon a Time album. On the draw, a random card from either player's hand loses minus 40 this turn, and your Curious Cuisine cards in hand gain plus 30 this turn. So let's hope we've got some cuisine cards in our hand when the Juniper Tree comes round. And then those 2 Venomous Creature cards. Let's have a look at these 2. We have got Coastal Taipan. This is a cool card to hold, and I've been holding it when I've been using it. On the start, this card gains plus 20 for 10 turns. So if you hold it for 10 turns, you can add 200 power to this card. And your other life on land cards in hand lose -20 for 10 turns. Sorry, not 2 turns, for 10 turns. Bit of a problem with this is my other venomous creature card is Yellow Jacket, and that's also a start card. Can you see what the problem is? Yeah, Coastal Tapping is going to attack my Yellow Jacket, but I'm going to go with it. It's the best combination I can find. Yellow Jacket, if you don't know, on the start, your opponent's cards in hand lose -5 until played, and on the play, your opponent's cards in hand lose -24 this turn. So what I've been doing with Yellow Jacket is playing it as quickly as I can. And like I said, originally I had another Arts Once Upon a Time card in place of Art Deco, but I was really struggling with energy. So I've gone with Art Deco, 6 for 70. On the play, this card gains +20 permanently, and you gain +1 energy permanently. So it's been useful. I think that's going to help a little bit with our energy problems. And then the other Curious Cuisine one, again, this is the best I could come up with. Aki and Saltfish. On the return, this card gains +70 permanently. So pretty useful card, that one. I do like it. And then I've had to fill up the deck because of that Rapunzel card. And this is the only downside, which is why I never used to like Rapunzel. Because it forces you to play cards from other albums that I probably wouldn't want to put in this deck. So I had the choice of taking out Rapunzel or putting in a couple of mythics. Or a couple of cards from other decks, I should say. So I went with Atlantis. 9 for 90, but on the return, this card costs -6 and gains +50 until played. So pretty good C card there. Identity Theft, no brainer really for the history cards. My favourite at the moment. For every legendary, you get those points, don't forget. And then I went with Simulation Theory for my science card because I need the energy. No other reason. 3 for 0, but on the draw, your cards cost -3, and if you're winning the round, each of your cards costs another -1 this turn. So that's really going to help with those energy concerns. And the last two with the Paleontology one, Arthur Apura, great card. On the play, your opponent's cards in hand with 45 or more base power lose -30 this turn and next. And then the last card, had to go with the space one, so I had to really go with Supermassive Black Hole. Not much choice really. On the return, for every non-space card, we got 17 non-space cards in your deck. Give your cards wherever they are +3 until play. So we should add some superpower to Supermassive. Anyhow, that is my Once Upon a Time deck. If you look at the stats there, average power 45.1 and average energy 6.7. That's where you're getting problems with this deck. But anyhow, let's see what we can do. We're going to take it into the arena and give it a twirl, so to speak. So, my Once Upon a Time League deck. The deck code there, by the way, is in the middle, 282 KPN. That's 282. I've typed an S there. It's actually 282 KPN. So make sure you get that one right. Okay, here we go. We are searching for an opponent. Who are we going to be playing? We are Dada the Goat. If you've not done any trading with us, look us up in game. We've got quite a lot of duplicate cards. Make us a fair trade for any of our dupe cards. We will be happy to do that trade with you. Okay, it seems to be taking a bit of time here to find an opponent. That's a little bit unusual. Let's give it a few more seconds. Sometimes if you go back and then back into look for an opponent, it connects much quicker. So as I said, that deck code, apologise for the mistake on my typing, it's 282 KPM. You can see it there on the top of the deck. And I am Dada the Goat Master Seeker. That's nice. Do leave some comments below. Let me know what level you are, because I'm actually interested to find out who, you know, how good, what kind of level to pitch the videos for. Oh, we're playing Buck Rogers. I think he is a bot. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to hang around. I am going to go and play Buck Rogers. Some of the bots are really good. I haven't played Buck Rogers. Are you a bot or are you not? Are you a bot or are you not? Okay, here we go. Round one. That's science. Let's have a look. Oh, that's good. That's come out right at the beginning. So we're going to hold that coastal tape in as long as we can. Let's get the Boy That Cried Wolf round. Atlantis and maybe Alabama. Sweet home Alabama. Oh no, I've got a song on my mind now. He is playing. Ah, nice deck. I like this Buck. Hello. Let's see. I think the chat's working again, which is good news. Okay, we are a little bit behind already. Oh, Caviar's come a little bit early. That's not good for us, really. We need to get him back in circulation, and that is going to cost us a lot of power. Let's see if identity theft does anything good. What's he going to get? Plus 32, not too bad. Oh, he's got a really nice hand here, Buck. Okay, we could be in a little bit of trouble. Like I said, this Once Upon a Time deck is okay, but I wouldn't say it's a 10 out of 10. I would be pushing at the moment to win this game. Let's have a look. Luckily, we got a few good cards in our hand. I need to get that Caviar card around. It's going to cost me a fortune, though. Super massive. Oh dear, look at that. Massive score of 93 with 238 behind. Oh, we can't do anything here. Okay, so we are 1-0 down. This deck actually doesn't get much stronger as the game goes on. It's more about making sure you can get your cards in the right order. We do have some good cards though. Boy Who Cried Wolf obviously gets stronger. Art Deco gets stronger. That's about it really. Nothing else is going to get stronger, is it? Oh, he is. Of course, Christian Andersen. What am I talking about? The start of our deck. Okay, let's see if we can... Oh, look. See, we've already running into power issues. 96. This is a bit depressing, guys. And Rapunzel versus Snow White there. Interesting. Okay. We need to win this if we can. And our Curious Cuisine card. Okay, the Curious Cuisine card does get stronger as well as the game goes on. Oh, that Caviar 13. It's a bit of a gamble. Should we do Rapunzel with him? 293. Oh, we might be able to get back into the game here. That will be a bit of a turn up. 263 against his 221. Okay, we are back in the lead on this round. So, but we are still struggling big time with energy. This Snow Queen has to go out. Oh, look at all those red cards. What's going on? Oh, 54. That's a disaster. Oh, my word. What's causing us to run out of energy so much? I've not been paying attention to his cards. Okay, so let's get that simulation theory back round on the Snow Queen. We'll keep going. We are 2-0 down. I wouldn't write this game off just yet because our cards are now in a really favourable order. That Coastal Tapin's building up nicely. That's another card that gets stronger. This deck does get a little bit stronger. Bit unfair to it, really. There we go. 233 minus 100 for him. We need to take a big, comfortable lead here. Oh, we're not going to. He's got a good hand. 228 against our 233. Still in the lead. Might be time to play our Coastal Taipan. What do you think? Oh, identity. Art Deco's got to go straight back round. We need that energy. Identity and Arc 280 plus the buff from identity. I can't remember what it was. Was it 40? No, 32. That's good enough. Oh, he's got the Hope Diamond buffing up. Oh, this is really, really close. Look at that. 376 against 377. This is a tight game, Buck Rogers. 4 in the lead. Oh my word. We have to win this. Okay, typing's got to go out, really. Super massive. We've only got 18 energy. Okay. Super massive. Oh, 110, 242. Oh, let's go for it. We have to do this. Oh, he's got a great deck there, Buck. Mr. Buck Rogers. But finally, we have won a round. So turn 3 goes to us. It's now 2-1. And our cards are still in a good order. I'm still worried about energy. We do have 16 per turn now, thanks to Art Deco. It's a good call putting Art Deco in. His hand's Christian Andersen. He's going to get a nice buff now. Caviar's now free to play. So, like I said, when he comes around, he's a good card. Okay, that Coastal card's going out. And Caviar 542. That's much better. Come on, Once Upon a Time. Let's get a big lead here. Let's keep these cards as they are. So Hands and Coastal are going to come out. Coastal should come around quite strong when it comes back out. Rapunzel, Snow White, and even our Aki and Saltfish isn't too bad. 90. 1, 2, 4. Lucky we got a big lead here. Snow White 181, a bit of a gamble. Oh, okay, he's struggling now. Buck Rogers, I think you came out big and heavy. So plus 70. Oh, let's see what the turn brings us. So we have got Snow White. It's got to go at the end. The Boy Who Cried Wolf. And Atlantis. We're going to hold the Boy Who Cried Wolf. We had a big lead there, so we're okay. Oh, the Crystal Skull. We've got a good video on the Crystal Skull, actually. It's a really good deck. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 2-2. We managed to get back into this game. A bit surprising, really. Bucky Rogers. We have got some good cards. Art Deco, Identity Theft, The Boy, Yellow Jacket. They're all in our hand now. What can we get here? That one. 3, 4, 8 plus the buff. Going to be over 500. Oh, 444. What am I talking about? A good score. Well played, Buck. Okay, it's still very close. 444 will do it. Put us in the lead by 140. Rapunzel. Okay, as you can see, this deck is not too bad. It's not the prettiest deck in the world, but it's efficient. And towards the end of the game, it is now actually okay. So I was a little bit unfair when I said it didn't get stronger, because it actually does get stronger. We should get Hans Christian Andersen background now. I'm quite keen to see how big our Starman is. We've got a massive lead now. So 409, and there he is. And what's he going to go up to? Oh, that's beautiful. Hans Christian Andersen. Once Upon a Time. Great guy. Great deck, actually. So I'm going to give that an 8 or a 9, actually. I think I can improve it a little bit. But for the first Once Upon a Time deck, it is good. And I know there's some good Once Upon a Time buffing cards or synergy cards coming out in the next few days. So keep an eye out for them. We will make this deck even stronger. Anyhow, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That is my Once Upon a Time Hans Christian Andersen League deck. 282 KPN, if you want to copy that deck. And in the meantime, enjoy Q. We will see you soon. Thanks for watching. If you haven't given us a subscription, please do, because it really helps us a lot. And in the meantime, take care, everybody. Bye.